Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Monday's episode of the Forgotten Roles. Here you can find our merry group of adventurers play Dungeons and Dragons online. And transitions are working again, noise. Well, last time you found yourselves in a slave mines where you got taken and you thought of your way out. You kind of came in conclusion that there's some kind of a farm of spider sludge going on in the mines, and you thought of a dark elf, Nesrul Gizer, as you know it, and he made an alliance with you, for now at least, and you ventured off the hillside and jumped down. Currently you are on a rowing boat. It's quite large. It can fit almost 10 people to it. It's kind of a could count as an escape boat. But yeah, as you're rowing and going about to the northern parts of Calitran area again, in the distance you can see the dark Black Sea mellowing, and you can see some higher tidal waves. But you managed to row pretty near the shore, where the tidal waves are not that high. And just where we left off, Nesrul wanted to have a proposition for you. So, what you up to?
Morgran is at least rowing the boat. And in previous game I was already interested in his proposition. Anything that we can fight against Calitran Empire, Morgran is so in.
Your microphone is echoing again. But anyways, okay.
I can't probably do anything about it currently.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Is there more spots for rowing than just one?
No, just one. It's quite narrow.
In that case, I will take not the helm. Helm is the one that you use to steer the boat. I'll go to the front and start like scouting and listen what kind of benefits the Nesrul guy is giving us in his proposition.
Yeah.
Theodore is also intrigued by this proposition, whatever it might be, and he has been like somewhat staring and studying Nesrul because he has read about drows but hasn't seen them.
Yeah, as you are studying him, you can see the not as squinty, long ears, almost pitch black, dark toned skin, blue glimmering eyes, which they shimmer beautifully. The face he has, he's quite thin, but definitely has been doing some heavy lifting in his past. Looks quite young.
Okay. Yeah, young in elf terms.
Young in elf terms, yeah. Long white hair, I think I described last time also. And also long eyebrows that squint just a bit. They're quite long.
Okay.
Is there any human features on
Human
him?
characteristics? Not really. Seems to be some kind of a full elven character.
Okay.
Full elven characteristics. So no, not an half elf, as you know it.
Okay.
You can ask, of course.
Maybe I will at some point.
Yeah. But anyways, the deal. So, you kind of fucked up my family's minds. You seem quite capable. Looks at you all. Comes with a bit of despite. Diabrar, you with a bit of a despite, and Talvanai also. Kind of a... Looking at Kams looks to pity you a bit. So, my sister sent you into the mines knowing that you'd... Looks at you, Diabrar. You could use magic, right?
Yeah.
Sure thing. That's stupid of her, to be honest.
If I may ask, what's up with this prejudice against magic users? Everybody seems to be on edge when magic is mentioned, and everybody seems to be quite surprised that my friend here can use magic.
You can see his eyes. Are you serious?
I'm quite serious.
Looks at you, Morgan. Looks at you, Kalmos.
They come from a faraway island or something. They are new to this land.
Right. Which island?
I prefer not to mention it to the outsiders. We don't know if we can trust.
So, there's an unknown island out there. Good to know. Anyhow, you're able to use magic. You're useful.
To whom?
Anyone who pays the most, who's strongest, who's able to utilize you most.
I gather that you are not quite the kind folk to those who use magic, since everybody is afraid to use it.
You can see something going on in his full body characteristics. Crosses his arms. Maybe we're not.
Calutrans are not good for anybody. They goddamned locked me into mine also, even if I can't use any magics.
Spits on your feet.
God damn it! Look at these Calutrans! No manners!
So, why on earth would my sister send you down there knowing that you're able to use magic?
Who knows?
Maybe she didn't like my comment about half-blood.
You called her half-blood?
Well, I kind of got that vibe from her. That she's not pure in any way.
Right. Diabra, you really know that she was the real deal. You were able to tell it back then.
Okay.
So you know what a drow is. You have read about these characteristics quite a lot. They vary in skin tones, hair colors. Usually not seen on the surface though.
Yeah. Do I know that they like actively dislike sunlight?
You know that some lores tell that, yes. But it's almost direct sunlight at the moment here also now. So
Okay.
the storm echoes in the distance, but it's pretty full day going on here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna correct Hal. I'll let him leave him.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, about the deal. Guns for hire. Do something for me if I pay for free.
What can you offer?
Just the usual freedom. Some name. I can get you out of the rural Calitran.
Can you get our stuff back?
Can
From
you get
your
your
sister?
Can you get your stuff back?
Well, of course.
So why are you asking me?
As a part of payment and show of trust.
Let's put it this way. My sister put you into the mines, knowing that one of you looks at the view again. Is able to use magic. I think there's more to that.
Maybe he just doesn't like him.
Him? Definitely doesn't like him. Look at him.
He might be testing us or something.
Or she just might be a bitch.
She's a bitch, for sure. Bitch that probably wants me dead. I can't figure out another reason for putting you there. Considering you... I saw the corpses. You burned them. Not many can do that. Use fire.
Yeah, easily.
Easily.
You want the demonstration?
Sure thing. Leans forward and arms crossed like this and just watching.
Yeah, someone hold on my hand like this. Someone a firebolt and shoot into the water, like a few tens of meters away.
Yeah, the bolt hits the water. You can hear from the distance that it evaporates some water around it. It's so hot, and nice, really nice.
So,
did you display that to my sister?
Nope.
Oh.
So, what's the job, and can you get that fucker Yenlamir off my case?
Yellomer of your case. What did you do?
I thought you knew already.
Did you told me? I can't remember.
Well, not directly, but I think most of the guys in Fetye already knows it.
I haven't been to Fetche for a long time.
Uh,
My sister keeps me busy.
I told a nice little poem about him, and he's not. He wasn't very fond of it.
Well,
So basically, he wants me dead.
well, you know. You know him. You're a dead
So
man.
not gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Well then. Up for my request. Let's put it this way. I'm just tired. I have been in the mines for past 5 or 10 years. Haven't really gotten out. I got quite a lot of toys though. I mean, guards, slaves. It gets boring after a few years.
Be nice to know what you want, so we could like try to make a decision if you want to help you or not.
Sure thing. You don't mind killing anyone, do you? You just burned a few guards.
Well, they were about to kill us. On your order.
Fair enough.
That was self-defense.
Fair enough.
If there are Calutrans, don't mind to kill some.
How about striking directly into the pulsating vein? Kill my sister. Please. Boss his head. Goes without saying. You'll get your stuff back. I can smuggle you. If I'm the ruler of the rural Calitran area, I can get you easily out. There's no chance you get out either way. Past Shern, but with me though, doable.
We'll need some gold also to hide ourselves after we get out.
Sure thing. Not much, but sure thing. 100 gold, out to.
100 gold for each of us, or just divide between us.
Do you want to haggle?
No, I think are you saying that 100 gold it's divided to 4 of us, or is 100 gold to each of us?
Divided.
Okay. I don't really need gear, but the others would need their gear first, because I think killing her will be a hard task nonetheless, but almost impossible without our gear.
What you got? You got magic. You don't need pretty much anything else. How about the others?
Personal belongings and some weapons they took from us at the rocket drop. Probably still there. Unless they found something interesting and sent it to your sister.
We might be able to go to Rocket Drop first if we go unnoticed. Might
You
be.
probably know how to row a boat at night.
I can see it around me in the night. I guess you can too. Measures you with his stare.
Don't you have any authority there? Can't you just go in and request our gear? Say that there's something you need or some such.
I believe my authority went down the pipes when you were sent to cause some trouble for me.
Morgan nods and grunts.
So there's that.
I would like to make an insight check about the thing. I don't think it's too late to determine.
Yeah, about the whole conversation also.
Nesrul said about that when he would be the ruler, he would gain us access. Was he truthful in his
Gain access to
from
yeah.
Calidron?
Yeah, okay. Do so.
Okay, so insight. 5.
No idea. Just no idea. So, up to it.
How many guards are there?
I'd go stealth.
Do you have a map of the place?
No, I don't have any paper. Did you steal some papers? I'm going to check your reactions if you are going to lie. Anyways. Okay, that's a no-go.
I don't think we took any papers. Or did you?
Nope.
Nope.
Sure thing. Natural one here, guys. Okay, sure thing. When you get to the shore, I think I can do a basic layout of the residence my sister's staying usually. And the mansion in the center of the city.
I think I know my way in the city, but at the mansion only at the first hall. Since we didn't travel anywhere else in the mansion, just the big hall.
Yeah, you went just basically to the entrance level. You saw the staircase, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about the same building then, right? He's starting to go through the characteristics of the building. Explains that stairs go up on the left and right side, a separate rooms, where on the left side a kind of a master bedroom, large one. On the right, a library, and below those on the left there's a kitchen area and another library on the right. So where she came from last time, she came from a downstairs library. Kind of a simple building, but huge.
Yeah. Basically 4 rooms.
Yeah, including the 5, including the entrance area.
Okay.
Does she ever leave the place? Do we need to assault the whole house, or can we hit her sometime when he's out of there, maybe less guards with less guards.
Oh man, she's supervised. No way. Someone always with him, with her.
Do we need to storm the front door, or is there any secret entrances?
No, not that I know of, no. Windows,
Does the
roof.
kitchen have a back door?
Just one entrance, besides the windows, of course. And I believe there's a roof window to the library. She likes to read under it.
Are there as much guards during the night as they are during the day?
You don't know her. That will do you. She doesn't care if someone doesn't get any sleep. So, decisions.
Well, I owe her a punch to the gut. I need my belongings.
Use a dagger. Not your fist.
That's up to me to decide.
Use a fist. You'll just give her a chance. Use a dagger.
Anyway. Tiap, what do you think?
Well, I do want my stuff back, and I don't really like her. I think, as I said, I think she's a bit of a bitch. So I'm up for it. I have some ideas how we. I have an idea how we could get to the roof.
So can you promise us that after we finish your dear sister, your authority after that is enough to quell the anger of the citizens and the guards?
Citizens. They don't care. Other nobles can't guarantee anything. Yenlamir, in example, well, he's the only one at Fetche anyways. Well, citizens do not care. Guards follow whoever's the strongest, pays the most. Sister's head drop. I'm the richest one around.
How dangerous is she?
Now we get to the point. Did she touch you?
Aside from punching and slapping?
So she touched you.
Yes.
She's dangerous. She knows everything about you.
How's that possible?
Magic.
So she can use magic.
Drow female, unable to use magic, would be dead. Killed to the mother's womb, probably. Already.
Okay. Have I read about Rose?
Probably not, but Tiap has.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, I've read that your people, assuming you are, at least I think you are Drow, your society, is a matriarchal, so strong women rule above all else. Weak females aren't tolerated at all, so she must be strong.
Exactly so. So you have read. Go with history check for me,
Okay.
please. Let's see how in depth are we going this
10.
time. 10. Okay, just as you described, matriarchal race of a kind, women rule above men. Men are usually, well, natural is in men's situation in this race. So just send somewhere, do women's bidding. Usually the whole family line is quite strong.
How many are there? Are drows, like, are there? Have I seen a drow before?
Funny thing, please throw intelligence check for me. Oh, I have to read your character description right now. Just a moment. Ask questions meanwhile I try to answer while I read.
Yeah, well, the intelligence roll was 7.
Just a moment. Okay. During your time, you were at your job, whatever you were doing, you never saw a drow person. This is the first time you have seen a drow. Just right now. Besides the situation you saw, his sister. But nope.
Like, what's the common knowledge? I probably know that they exist, at least, and stuff.
You don't.
Okay.
Kamos doesn't either. You haven't seen her either, ever.
Wasn't she looking very different than her brother?
Yes.
Okay.
She
then-
did. Quite white, like not white skin, but like this white, like my microphone white skin and whitish hair.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That got me confused.
Yes. It wasn't a racist thing to say, but like really white skin. Literally.
Paper white.
Yeah.
Pale AF.
Yeah, pale hair.
I can't even.
Yeah. Yeah.
In confusion, I turned to Tiab and you know about these drows?
Yes.
She was nothing like him.
Yeah, he's the stereotypical drow. But they have like multiple complexions. The skin color isn't always dark. It's just what is the most common.
Oh. So she's not a half.
Most likely not.
Oh.
Diab
no
knows
wonder
she
got
wasn't
so
a half.
pissed.
Diab knows she wasn't.
I made a
More-
huge mistake.
Morgan just raises one brow listening and mumbles. There are different kinds of elves. You all look similar to me. Long pointy ears and ugly names and songs.
Yeah, we live in our kind lives in a forest, and drows live underground. Some even in other planes. So they are almost like the different kind of a coin to us. We just look sort of similar.
What just happened? Oh, the app dropped.
The app went down.
The app went to another plane.
Yeah, just as you mentioned it, just poof.
Yeah, apparently muting your mic in Discord can make you crash.
Yes, it can.
Don't mute your mic.
It was the greatest confusion ever, like half a year ago, when I was muting myself all the time during the stream and Discord just poof went out.
Hey,
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah. But anyways,
so if you are draw and don't you use magic also? I saw you do some mumbo jumbo when we were fighting you.
I mean, a bit. I wasn't ever blessed with too much fabrics of magic in me. I'm out for the day.
Okay, but is your sister able to detect your use of magic? That
Detect?
darkness is quite handy, I believe, if we need to infiltrate the rocket drop and your sister's mansion.
She's seen me use it. We played a lot when we were young, when all the whatever they call it before they ascend to be higher than males. She probably could connect. Oh, wait. I can use something. See, he mumbles just a bit. Some dancing lights start emanate in front of him, and they are gone.
Is that it? Can you control them longer?
I can make them hover for 1 minute, but
That could be used as a distraction.
she definitely knows that's me.
Well, maybe we need you to do that only at the rocket drop.
Could work. Could work.
So what can we expect from her? Can she spit fire like the app?
No, nothing like that. She'll get to you, like in here. He points his head. She's able to mess things up, like putting a spoon in your nose and like twist around, destroy your brain from the inside out.
Yuck.
So something like what Kamos has been doing. Tiabar mumbles to himself.
Okay.
Just mocking up the guards and stirring their brain with a spoon.
There is no spoon.
So do you know where they keep the weapons and gear in the rocket drop?
Yeah, I think so. So you went in. Let me think. You went to the stairs, right? At the sudden drop. You went to
Yes.
the tunnels, right? And
to the warden's office.
yes, the warden's office, which basically is a plain area. There's no like walls. It was just a, you remember it? It was just a few wooden planks on the bars. But yeah, there are some shelves. They keep stuff around there. Probably there. If not already taken, it's been a few days already, right?
More than few.
Yeah, could be there.
Is there any other place we could get some equipment?
I mean,
It's a prison. I wouldn't like to try to get into a prison. That's not a good idea, I don't think.
sounds intriguing, but I mean, yeah, actually, who of you is the most agile one? Not you. Looks at the up.
Tibor immediately raises his hand. Not me.
Well, I think it would be either me or Kamos. I don't know.
I'd say you.
Agile enough.
Sure thing. Tell you what.
What?
He removes his cape. You see a black woven silk cape he pulls off. It's almost thin as air. It grasps the sea air quite easily and starts floating as he holds it in front of you. Check this out. Gives it to you. This is how we go in.
Suspiciously, I receive the cape.
Do so and see the items I'm going to give you soon. Not yet, but yep, continue.
And is it how big is it? Is it like a square kind of cloak, or does it have a hood?
It has an hood. As you investigate it further, it's black interwoven silk. It has faint silvery threads around the edges. But you need to attune into it, you know that.
Okay.
It feels as if
is it-
you were wearing nothing when you put it on. It's so light.
Is it warm to touch or cold to touch?
Neither, just material. Light, but nothing of a kind. Why are you asking?
I'm suspicious. Getting something from a... Wait a minute. Dark elf. Who tried to kill us. And he was smiling suspiciously.
Justified.
But he was wearing it himself, though.
Yep.
Yeah, but he could be like resistant to it or something. I don't know. Maybe it strangles only white elves.
Check your inventory. It should be probably at the topmost.
Okay.
Yeah. As you discuss it further, you spend a almost half a day to row your boat to the northern parts. You go across the high peaks, the mountain range you came in from. The Black Sea mellows just a bit more, but on the shore it's still rowable. You are able to manage to find yourselves in between the main continent and between some isles. You can see that most of the islands on the northern and western side of the continent, they do not have any trees on them, just rock, sand, and maybe few grass plants here and there. As you go further and further, you slowly start to curve yourselves to the east, where you can see now full range of the Black Sea, and above you only clouds. You are getting into the area where, well, Morkran and Kamos have only seen rain and winds for the past few years. Quite common for Tiepan Talvana also. Your island wasn't that all of sunshine all the time, so the double moons and the sun are behind the clouds now. Do you want to do anything while we are traveling to Rocky Trap, Fetche? Where do you want to go?
Well, it's the rocket drop was on the way to Fetche.
Rocket Trap was on the northern side of Fetche, so it's quite near it. You are able to row there. If you open the map, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Let me
There's a small
check it
island.
out.
Have we reached it yet? At the river mouth?
Jag get fel.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not do anything else than row and rest meanwhile, the distance is quite large, so to say, quite long. It takes you a day or two to get there.
Okay. At least I have no plans to do anything else but to get to know the cloak and ask some random questions from Nesru.
Yeah, I think I could copy this map into Fantasy Grounds, but I think you guys will break. Should I try it? It's only 6 megabytes, I mean.
Are you talking about the world map?
Yeah.
I can like open a tab. It's
not a problem.
is that
Okay, sure.
no problem.
I will try to share it with the viewers.
As we travel, the Emperor ponders about. As he said, he had an idea how to get to the roof, and he mulls it around and tries to come up with something to get to the roof. And he thinks he has an inspiration, and during meditation, it comes to him that he now knows how to get to the roof.
Morgan tries to estimate how many different guards he saw during his stay at the rocket drop.
I think you'll throw maybe intelligence.
Natural one.
Yeah. No idea. You remember that you were escorted by 1 or 2 guards. You remember that there was at least a third person taking you in, the quartermaster. He was wearing a kind of a different outfit amongst the others. You can remember at least 3 guards. And you can remember that there were 2 or 3 guards at the end of the long rope you were dragged with to the island rocket drop.
So at least 5, but probably more.
Yeah, can't really remember. It was quite bad time for you. You remember that it didn't feel just good to be held captive. So, Tia, do you come up with something or do you want to share?
As I have mulled over the problem, I will just, at some point, I will say that now I have a theory and an idea how to get to the roof. I'll explain when we get there.
Shouldn't we get our stuff first? I know you need your...
Of course, but
And
we can now plan the house entry, or the mansion entry from the roof.
okay. As we are traveling, I probably have time to attune
You do.
to the new cloak, and I'll ask of its uses from Nesrul also.
Yep. He explains, you're resistant to poison damage. You haven't tested it out yet because the area around you is quite flat. You're able to climb quite steep surfaces, even across vertical and upside down along ceilings, while leaving your hands free. You're unable to get caught into any kind of web, and as an action you can cast the web spell.
So this is the thing you use to run all those walls and ceilings
That's it.
in the mines.
Return it. That's all I ask. Get your items and give it to me.
But what if we need this to infiltrate your sister's place?
That's a good question. Return it to me after all this is done. Deal? I'm quite fond of it. It was my mother's.
Okay, but I would like to also go through your sister's belongings. If I could get something close to a value of your heirloom.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm just doing business.
100 gold. That's it. Everything else stays.
Even the library stuff.
You can use the
We need
libraries.
information.
You can use the libraries if you want to.
Okay, I can live with that.
You might also find something from Rocket Drop.
Yeah.
That's true.
And now that I mentioned that, are we all going in Rocket Drop or just tall?
The bars were too thick to climb through, but weren't there a big opening to the side of the cliff? Or was it barred also?
It was a large opening. It had a large opening, and you were able to squeeze yourself below the bars, but nowhere else.
Okay.
Do you know where the armory is in the rocket drop?
Armory?
Is there?
On the mainland. Not in the rocket drop. The guards gear up on the mainland in Fetche and come to work.
Could I our gear be there and not at the island?
Could be. Can't know.
Well, if we get to the drop first at night time, do you know when is the guard shift change or something? Is it during the daytime?
I have been at the high peak mines for multiple years. I wouldn't know.
You don't get newcomers from the rocket drop to the mines?
All the time. Despite me. Despite them. They fear me.
So you have heard no rumors?
Not interested.
Okay. I think we should go there nighttime. Do you guys remember the opening underneath the cells? Where that weird dude dropped Kamos's loot?
Now that you mention it, if we are going inside, or if you are the only one going inside, could you look if you can find what remains of it?
In the waves? After a week or two? Sure,
Yeah.
I can look.
Yeah, you could see it back then. The loot to disappear into the waves. So, well, there's a chance, but
Well, it might have washed to the shore.
can you describe what it looked like?
I'll try to find if I have anything written down.
Should we steer our boats to the kind of the rocks underneath the actual prison? There was an opening, right? Where the loot dropped. Can you climb from there?
I
With
mean,
this-
sure, but
But wouldn't going there be kind of dangerous?
yeah, the waves are quite harsh, and the guards would be able to see us. Maybe not in the night though, but
We don't have to go in to the lagoon. We can stay outside. Park our boat, and I'll just climb the cliff face to the...
that's exactly what I was thinking for.
Can you get to our gear alone?
Shouldn't be a problem.
That's why I asked for the most nimble one.
But can he get it all back?
I mean, the
I
weight's
need to
going
assess the
to...
situation, but if it seems hopeless, I come back to you and you think of another plan.
Yeah,
I'm not suicidal.
Sounds solid enough for me.
The only description I found from the loot is that it was passed down to Kamos from his grandpa, who got it from elves during his adventures. So it might be elven made, which might give some kind of point of view what it looks like.
yeah. It
Yeah,
looks...
like all the elven loots look the same.
It looks fancy.
Oh, it's a fancy loot.
A fancy elven loot nonetheless.
Oh.
good that I destroyed it.
No!
Yeah,
Okay, we got our plan.
I think this is the best plan we have.
We need to train on the way, do some push-ups and squats and run 10k in a boat.
One Punch Man training.
Maybe you could swim alongside.
Every day.
Yeah, 5 persons doing battle practice in a small boat at the same time.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible in a fantasy world, my dear friend.
Yeah. So, anything else?
No, that's kind of the plan.
Sure thing.
That's for me.
Do you want to drop at Get Fuel or Rocket Drop directly? Or
It depends on the time of the day, I think.
you are able to stay until the day is, well, gone. It's night or day. You can stall yourselves, of course.
And in perspective, how far is the rocket drop from Get Fuel?
Quite far. It can be seen, but
So it's farther from Get Fuel than it's from the pier at Fetcher.
yes,
Okay.
a great distance.
Can I recall which side? Was it the northern side that was open?
Yes, it was the northern side or the northeastern side ish. You were able to tell it because you could just see the Black Sea, nothing else.
Okay. And it was sheer cliff face
Yep.
at the east side. Did we go to the east and then the stairs down, or
You went to the southern side. You
okay.
walked some time to the north, and the northern wall was almost as if cut in half.
Oh yes.
And it was just a direct drop from there.
Okay.
And the
And
stairs
from
are
there
chiseled.
we took the stairs to east and inside the mountain. Was it west?
It was west. It was west and inside the mountain.
So the opening, the tunnel is on the west side of the rocket drop.
No, it's on the northern side. But the stairs went down and just to the left side.
From north,
I can draw it. Just a moment.
because now I'm curious if the big opening is on the north side.
Yeah.
Then the tunnel we went in, because I assume we took like stairs down the side of the mountain.
Yep, let me draw. You can see the drawing, right?
Yep.
Right here. This area that I colored or painted, it's the northern side of the rocket drop. The stairs are going like this. On the northern side, to the left. You come from this distance, you walk few 100 feet the stairs. It's still on the northern side. You just turn to the left and
We can see you can also see a black line. We
yeah.
can see the drawing you have.
There is stairs.
Yeah.
I
And
can see.
the hole is also on the northern side. Got it?
Yeah. So it went in, and is the big opening under the stairs?
It's not under the stairs, but to the left of them. You have to go into the tunnel from the stairs. I can draw it also here. Quite rough sketch, but you get the idea.
Ah, okay. So it took a turn back.
Yeah, and I can even draw the railings here. Not to scale. If that helps out.
Yeah, it gives me an idea that if we are coming from the west, we see the big opening before we see the stairs.
Well, kind of a yes.
And the tunnel we came in.
Kind of a yes.
And the warden's office, was it in the tunnel or was it at the big area?
It's at the big area.
Okay.
It had just some planks put on the bars that it's easier to sit and stand on it. So
to make a I mean floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is enough because now I know that there is probably nothing on the left side of the big opening, as in, well, we see once we get close.
Yep.
Sorry about the
well, at least I can draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. It's your butt. You are going there alone. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like these kill misunderstanding anyway, so it's good.
Okay.
So we probably wait till the night time on the north side of that huge Getfield Island.
Yep, sure thing. So you pass the western opening of the river. The water goes pouring in to the mainland. It's quite harsh at this point to navigate amongst the waves, but you still are managing to do so. At some point, Nesharul wants to row, and you can see that he's quite sturdy at his rowing base and is able to flow himself amongst the waves quite well. And it's quite smooth ride, despite the waves being quite many meters high. And getting to the northeast part of the Getfield, you can see some cattle on the field there in the distance, just eating grass. The island, Kamos and maybe Morkran also knows that the island gets its name for being one of the only places where grass grows in these areas, and it's the best place for having actual cattle, so cows and bulls and so on.
Cattle, okay.
Cattle.
Yeah, cattle.
Cattle is a thing you want modern.
Okay, is this some kind of wheat? No,
Yeah.
eats.
Okay, cattle. Yeah. Pronunciation.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. But anyways, yeah.
Is there farm buildings visible?
Not really.
Okay.
No lights.
Good.
How long our journey took to the
Few days.
Can
From-
I have
from
an
the high
exact
peaks.
number?
From which point?
From the prison, the mines, I mean.
From the mines to Kettlefield, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say 4 days, because that distance is quite long. It took you a few days to travel with the cart from Fetchay to High Peaks itself.
Thanks.
Have to ask, why are you asking?
Writing a journal.
I'm staying update to my teetotaler
Oh, right.
count.
Right.
Total. Okay.
My totems.
Ah.
Totem animal. So, as you get
Is it
closer,
getting- Yeah, is it getting dark at the same time?
it's getting dark. You have been waiting at the northern parts of the Ketfield, and just waiting for the dark. And as the dark sets, it's always quite dark around here, parts anyways. But as it's getting night dark, you set sail. In the distance you can see Rocky Drop as you row. Nez is guiding you towards a bit north, and at some point he just takes the paddles to the boat, holds quite tight to them, and just lets the waves carry you to the Rocky Drop. Take some time, a few hours to catch up with that distance, but you are at the northern parts of the Rocky Drop.
Is there any protruding rocks near the cliff face where we can like set an anchor or
Not
like, get
not
out?
really. The whole wall is, from this point of view, it looks like it's, as I told earlier, it looks like it's being cut, just directly cut by something. Just nothing, just a wall.
As Mesrul stopped drawing and we had to like be careful with the waves, I asked Hal if he needs something for his journey into the rocket drop. Anything you could think of?
I need probably. Well, we had our backpacks when we came. Right.
Yeah, they were taken at the prison. Yes.
And everybody was wearing a backpack, right? Just to make sure. Okay. So I don't probably need anything to carry those things in, but the long rope would be nice.
Deborah starts conjuring up a nice 50 feet coil of rope.
Yep.
Oh, but it's shiny. It's
Yep.
freaking shiny rope.
Yeah, we agreed with Diab via WhatsApp the other day that he's able to conjure a coil of rope. The limit is at least at this point 50 feet directly, but as you said, it glows.
Yeah. It glows. It glows pale blue light out to 5 feet.
Do
So
you
if
need
it's-
do you need the rope to go in or after you are getting out?
Probably as I climb, I try to find a place where I can anchor the rope and use it to slide the backpacks down to you.
From this point on, you can see clearly that there are no stalagmites or any handheld places or footholds you can directly set the rope at.
Yeah, how far up was the bars?
Multiple hundreds of feet.
That's true.
Did I describe it was something of like 100 feet drop to the waves when they were at the highest peak?
I think like 1
No,
or
it was
200 or
Yeah,
something.
it took some time for the loot to drop.
Yeah, but I think Camus saw it splash to the water, and it was nighttime, right?
Yeah, but it was quite a long distance.
Okay. That's okay, that's okay. Anyway. I ask Nesrul, can you see the opening?
He starts to glare in the distance, and I think it's over there. Just few hundred feet. It's quite hard to spot from this point, but if you just go further, he's quite just staring at the opera and the rope he contoured. Wow.
Okay. Snap out of it. Can you keep this boat still and close to the wall? Well, not too close.
As you said, the tides are quite high. You are
Just don't
thrown around and hitting the sides of the wall here and there, but the boat holds it. But it's near to impossible to just hold it there. He just... You kidding me?
Okay. As the waves come in and go out, how close can we get to the cliffside?
He's able to navigate, and you are hitting the cliffside here and now. So...
Okay, as we get close but not hit, I'll jump the wall.
Yep.
Did you take my rope?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take your rope with me.
Morgan also mentions that he had 50 feet of rope in his backpack that you can use if you don't want to use the glowy one.
That's why I asked when does he need the rope.
Yeah, I probably can use it, but if there is some kind of spot on the wall, I can jam the rope as an anchor between the cliff and the boat. I will lead the other end to the boat so that they don't drift too far away, but are still able to be close to the cliffside.
The cliffside is just too cleanly cut. There's nothing. It's a smooth wall.
God damn, this is so hard. Okay.
Well, I could probably... do you say this, that you are attempting to do this?
Yes.
Well...
You can see the frustration in Talvana. He's just trying to figure out where to put it.
I think it would... The spell I thought up to get to the roof could maybe work here also.
Because I can climb the wall easily, but if I don't have any place to anchor the rope, then it's just I don't really need it. I was hoping I can find a place where to anchor the rope, but if there isn't, I'll drop the rope back to the people on the boats.
I think you still see us.
Yeah, I haven't gone up 50 feet or so. No,
Yeah.
not even that, because the rope is only 50 feet.
Yeah, and as you jump to the wall, it's funny. You would imagine that you would need to use your hands, like your hands would be some kind of a... You would use them like
Crawl up.
Spider-Man to crawl up, but your hands are doing really nothing. You quite easily feel that, okay, only my legs need to do the work, so you are just walking on the wall vertically.
This is cool. This is so freaking cool.
Is it almost like the gravity has shifted, or
It's
do you
almost
still
like
feel
if
the gravity down?
it's almost as if gravity has been shifted, but not quite. You have to stand. You have to.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to stand and lean to the wall a bit.
okay.
Definitely, you can get some ferments with your hands, but they are not used for climbing.
Okay.
And as you
Good
are
enough.
doing it, I think we should take a 10 minutes of break, so let's come back at 7:30.
Empty your bladder and
Okay.
refill your bottles.
Yes, we are going to infiltrate Rocket Trap. Nice.
See you soon.
See you soon. And we're back. Just before we hit the... Sorry, I'm gonna teabag here. Just before we hit the break, we were beginning to infiltrate Rocket Drop, a prison at the northern rural Calitran area, an island prison that has, well, we'll describe it soon. So, Tal, what are you up to? You are standing on a wall, walking it up.
Mm-hmm. As I make my way up to the opening, do I see any lights?
As you advance further, you slowly start to see the cave-in at the side of the cliff. It's quite surreal. The depths of the Black Sea just beneath you. You are almost horizontally walking on a kind of flat rock surface, and you can see in your point of perspective, a drop in front of you, which is the cave-in. And, well, yes, you can see some lights.
Is it completely dark outside already?
It's almost pitch black dark, yes.
Okay. Can I remember where at the bar floor was the plank set up to be the warden's office?
It was on the western side, so it would be on the side you are approaching at.
Okay. First of all, I want to go under the prison.
Okay, sure thing. As you go to the edge, it's, as told earlier, also the cave-in is almost a clean cut. It directly shifts directions, and it almost strikes you odd as you get on your knees and check above the ledge here and see what's inside. Just on your higher right, you can see the bars starting. The bars that end just before the cave-in begins. And this also feels quite weird, but you hop from the vertical cliff that you are standing on to other side, 90 degrees, and there you are standing.
Making like a...
Yeah. Feel scary. You hug to the wall, probably, and step your foot aside to the other side.
Oh, it feels so weird. Like falling, but not actually falling.
Yeah. And
Like,
now...
or missing the last step of in a staircase when you like stumble and I'm alive.
You get the same gut feeling from it. Butterflies in your stomach.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah. And above you, 15 feet above you, the iron bars, rusty already from the harsh conditions they have to withstand here, with the salt, this much of salt in air. You can see 4 torches just to the southern side of the wall, so just at the back.
Okay. Do I see the planks that are making the floor?
You definitely can.
I would like to stealthily approach it from, let's say, down. You said it was 15 feet above me, the bars.
Yep.
Okay. Is there light shining the wall where I am?
No, it wouldn't be. The 4 torches are at the southernmost.
Okay, then I don't
side.
need to do a little detour downwards, but I'll go horizontally towards the planks.
Yeah.
Stealthily?
Yeah, they are on the same wall as you are, and please throw stealth check.
Okay, it's +6. 14 + 6, 20.
Okay, that's quite good. Okay, passive perception is not going to cover it. It's... yeah, not enough. Oh, well. Okay, sure.
This sounds...
Yeah, wasn't enough. You clearly are hidden in the shadows. No one expects you.
Who would come underneath?
Yeah, the sounds of the storm at the sea and below you hitting the cave-in walls.
I get close to the planks and I'll try to listen if there's anyone above.
Yep. The planks that are set just next to the walls, so that you could even go to the corner of the bars, planks and wall, you couldn't be seen there. So you get there and just listen for a while. And you can start 2 guards approaching to the planks. They stand on the planks The planks that are just set there, not tied or anything, not bolted, they just heavily crumble, and the sounds echo in this cave you are at. You can hear some discussion. Please throw perception.
Let's do perception.
It's quite noisy here.
Okay. 8 plus 5, 13.
Okay. Yeah, it's enough. Did you see the fight yesterday? No, didn't. Should have seen. It was weird, man. The guy was stripping and the guards were beating him. What? Stripping? Yeah, I mean, he got him here, just took off his clothes and... clothes? Yeah, man. He was just swinging around with his... You know? Yeah, you know. Just discussing like that. They continued for a while and discussed about a fight that they had yesterday with some person. They start finishing
Naked
up.
dude.
Yeah, some naked dude. Ending. That man's a legend. Yeah, he is.
Do they tell, was it a big guy or a small guy or?
No, they just referred to the guy.
Okay. Swinging
The legend.
sword around. Yeah.
The legend.
Do they pass over me? Are they
They're-
like making rounds? Like,
They are sitting at the
Uh-huh.
table. You also left up your gear beforehand a week or two ago when you first came here. There are a few chairs. You could hear them sit down as the planks settle for a while, and you can see hear their legs shifting on the planks a bit.
can I see through the cracks, the planks?
not really.
Is there light?
Not really.
So there is no like, shimmering light coming through the planks.
The planks are quite heavy,
Okay.
quite thick. So nothing really. Even though they shift a bit, and it's pretty much vertical shifting only.
Okay. Are they directly above me
Just
at
about.
the moment?
Yes.
Just about. Okay. I stay quiet and listen some more.
You stay quiet. And they gossip. They talk about the local barkeeper. That she's beautiful. Some people's been trying to hit her, but no chance. And other usual gossip.
Okay. I make my... Wait a minute. Do I see the jails that are on the bars?
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long to shift your place just a bit, so you can see the every cell. The prison had, I can't remember exactly what I described last time, but the prison in total has 18 cells. So it's quite large. And as told before, the cells are just set on the bars, and they are not either bolted to anything. It's just pretty much open cages. You can't squeeze in between the cells, but you can get below them if you are tiny enough.
Yeah, I was kind of aiming for that. Is there an empty cell,
Oh,
or are they all occupied?
perception, please.
Let's perception then.
You start looking into
8.
quite dark. You can't really get a glance around everywhere. The distances are just too great. But you're quite sure a few cells are empty.
Are they in the middle of the area or near the cave?
In the middle.
Okay. How far from the guards?
Let's say 50 feet.
50 feet, okay. I make a little detour and then get close to one. Let's see. I think this route not a good idea. Is there a dark corner in the cave, or is it all lit?
Only the southern side is lit, and
Okay.
as you move and shift around a bit, you can see the guards they're holding torches as they're discussing. Like, they have their arms like this, and they have both a torch on their hands.
How high is the ceiling?
It's jumpable, not too high.
So the bars are laid so that I can like jump and touch the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay. This is getting tricky and trickier. Can I get to an angle where I can see the table? Is it empty?
Yeah, you can if you go back and about at the entrance. You can see almost the whole surface. You have to peek,
Okay.
though, because the bars are aligned so.
I'll do that.
Do that. What was your stealth again? 20?
20.
Okay. You peek. The two guards are still having a shit talk at the table.
Anything on the table?
Besides can't really be told if there's anything else, but you can see is it called a quill?
You mean
ink and quill.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah. But you are at the point you are watching from below. So it's.
But I assume if there would be backpacks or anything, they would be rising up the.
Yeah, you could see them. There's nothing backpackish.
And when we came to this island, there was only this one tunnel and this area.
Yes.
And the ferry.
Yes.
So I assume our stuff ain't here if there is nothing on the walls.
You haven't seen the whole area.
Okay.
3:30.
Then I make around underneath the bars.
Yep.
And at let's say 20 feet intervals, I come to the center where the planks like going around the edge, or just straight line.
Straight line.
To the,
no bendings.
from the table to the tunnel.
Yes.
So is there both sides of the planks is only bars?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll.
As you go below again, please throw stealth.
Okay. No, this dice is not giving me any high rolls, so I go the red one. Stealth +6. Even better, 16 + 6, 22.
You are silent as you could be, almost.
Nice. I make my way to the corner of the cliff and the bars and start going round, checking the ceiling and the wall above, if there is any hooks or something you can put bags or stuff.
Yeah.
The prisoner stuff mostly.
As you go further, you are below the torches. Take some time to get there. It's, well, for you currently it's easy to walk there, but it's hard to stay quiet because the your boots are making some noise. But between the torches you're able to see not another cave in at the wall, but something's been chiseled to the wall. There's a kind of narrow, almost bookshelf-like, shell. And there are various items placed there.
Mm-hmm.
Few of them looking bags.
Looking backpackish.
Backpackish. Ish. Backpack-ish.
Okay.
Morkran got his hopes up.
Yeah. There is some gear. At this point, is there torch nearby?
Yep, just above you.
Just above me.
Saying that, you can be seen quite easily. The bars are placed so that you are able to see below them quite clearly.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's why I'm listening. Passive perception is 50.
Yeah, you're able to tell that the guards are still having a chit chat at the planks.
Chitty chatty.
Chitty chatty.
Okay. That case. I would like to. Can I squeeze myself through the bars here, or are they too tight?
How large are you?
I'm.
You're quite nimble, I think, if I remember
I
correctly.
weigh only 175.
Oh yes.
No.
You are able to.
Yes.
It's a squeeze, but doing a hard muscle up and using your legs as a help, you are just able to squeeze yourself through.
Okay. At this point, I would like to do something where the torches in some kind of a holder.
Yeah, they are being held at a what looks like a iron holder of some kind. There's probably an English word for it, but
okay. How far is the second torch from?
They are 20 feet apart.
Okay, so that makes I get up, I take the first torch, I drop it, I run to the next torch and drop it also, and with the last movement I have 10 feet, I get up to the roof.
Up to the roof. Okay.
Wait, no. It was only like few.
Yeah.
Feet, so then I squeezed back down. I squeeze back down.
Yeah. Okay. If the
guard, go in the
if
ceiling.
you go to the ceiling and the guards come there, just looking just in front of them, and you are hissing. There.
Bright light.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Doing so, please throw another stealth because you are making it quickly, as you said, running.
Okay. Let's go with the blue one this time.
You can do it.
Stealth plus
Can't
6.
wait.
10 plus 6,
40.
20.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. Considering that you are quite sure you weren't hurt.
Okay.
Somehow you managed to jump over between two bars at a time and just
Well,
One
I
torch.
could run the wall.
yeah. Yeah. No sound.
Nice. Well, okay. Once I go down, how far is the plank bridge or walkway from the wall?
From this wall you are on. You are on the
Yeah.
southern wall, the plank is on the western wall. Let's say 75 feet ish.
Okay.
Bird's view.
And the western southwest, and the opening that where we came in, was it on the east wall? From east to west there's a plank going.
It never
Am I
was.
right?
There never was a blank between the places. You had to, from begin with, to walk on the bars.
Ah, so how does the plank go? Is it only at the western wall?
It's
going...
just on the western wall. It's a 10 to 10 feet cubicle.
Okay.
So
Now I
it's a
understand. So
square.
there is... It's only one side of the cave.
Yeah, and just a minor part of it. It's a
Okay,
10 to 10 feet area.
Okay. At this point, do I see any movement from the guards?
Perception.
18 plus 5.
Yeah. You can. Still talking.
Still talking. So
Yeah.
they didn't notice the torches go
I
down.
might have thrown bad numbers.
Oh, okay. In that case, if everything is silent, and now there is darkness around me, I make my way up and start checking the cells.
Sure thing. Investigation, please. You're making it in a hurry.
If there is no movement from the guards, then I'll just
Take your
go
time. Okay, sure thing.
stuff. But my investigation is only +1, so this might get really bad.
Surreal.
Oh fuck. 2 + 1. So my investigation is quite poor.
There are quite a lot of bags. That's for taken. You are not quite sure which one's which. You find your own bag just because you are familiar with it. There are 20 or so bags on the shelf. It's impossible to tell. You can't remember who had who, which colors, where was the most leather. The uproar had something. You were just focusing on your own items. Pretty much. When you start investigating, you realize that, yeah, I have no idea what I'm looking for besides my own bag.
Oh yeah. Really good. Okay, in that case, I'll start dropping bags through the bars.
Nice. Okay, sure thing. Are you just...
Yeah, I'm going like through the bags that are the most well packed. I mean, that could survive the drop. And I'll use rope to tie few of the bags together, and how many can I tie together?
To one bag. Takes a while to figure out how to actually tie the tie. Do you not?
There is rope in my backpack.
Yeah.
If I remember Morgran saying he had also rope. Do I find a backpack with another bundle of rope?
Quite a lot of bags have ropes.
Okay. In that case, I tie bags with rope. I tie a knot to the bag, then I drop it down, tie a knot to the bar, and how many bags can I like drop down with those?
So one rope per one bag.
Well, 2 bags if there is no like rope in that particular bag.
Well, you can get them all.
I can get them all. Okay.
Yeah, it takes some time, but you can get them all. But it's a lot.
Yeah, as many as I can, and then I make my way down through the bars and start looking again, going through the bags, because now I'm not pressured by the guards up there.
And as you say that,
they found me.
You can hear somewhere in the western side of the cave-in. Wait. Hush. Hush, what? The sound just echoes in the chamber. Isn't there a... Dude, where are the torches? The torches? Yeah. Torches are gone. And you can hear... They both stand up.
In that case,
Wait a minute.
Go downwards.
You go downwards.
And
you can
walk to a little bit to the west.
You meet them. Yeah.
Yeah, I go down as far as maybe 30 feet.
Okay.
And then stay there, quite close to the wall with my black cloak. And
okay, stealth, please. As you go there, you hood yourself and kind of curl up into a position where you think at least you are hidden. Where are the torches? Where are the bags? I know. Did the... No, the water didn't... Wind? No. Ooh. Look. Down below. Sudden silence. Wasn't me. I'm telling you, this ain't right. Have you heard stories? Stories? Yeah, stories. Do you know why we usually don't keep ropes here? No. You know Jack?
What?
I remember Jack. Yeah, the prisoners got him, hanged him, just like that. Start pulling. Me? Yeah. And they start together pulling the one of the bags that was attached to the bars. And
Where do they lay their torch while doing this?
on the shelf thing.
Okay. I make my way up, closer, and I'll try to yank one of the guards through the bars.
You're creating some horror stories here. They both
Big
are.
time.
Yeah, they both are facing their backs to you, and they are in a half squat position, just both pulling their own ropes up. And as they start seeing the backs, they don't have that much of a vision here. Just what the torches are giving them. They both go, "What the hell?" And please, let's contest with a grapple. If you're going to pull him down, so your athletics, I believe. Let me have a looky. D&D Beyond search.
Grappling.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Versus
Or you can use. Oh no, the target.
The
can
contest.
choose.
Yeah, the contest is against the both.
Is it my basic strength against them, or is it my athletics against their acrobatics or athletics?
Search results
You
are
can
not
use attack
giving
action to
me
make
anything.
Yeah, you can. The one that does it uses athletics, and the defender for it can use athletics or acrobatics.
Yes, exactly. So, I'm going to go with... either way, it seems. So,
My athletics is +2. Let's hope I roll.
my strength is +1.
18 +2.
9.
Oh!
So, you're standing still on the wall, and you are using your both hands. And the other goes, "What the?"
Yes!
Looking down below, hasn't seen you yet. "Timmy! Oi! Timmy! Ooh, not funny. Not funny at all." And still holding the rope, looks between his legs, and there you are. Standing.
Coming towards his head and collar and...
Okay, do you squeeze between the bars?
No, if he's watching through the bars as he's going to the rope, I'm standing directly like at the roof of the bars.
Oh, yeah.
And then bend, grab his collar and go
For another... Okay, sure. Another contest, sure thing. I'm going to use my strength again. 14.
Natural 20!
Okay. As
Not
you...
fucking kidding.
As you also jank him down, you pull him to the bars, he hits his crotch. Oh! Just is paralyzed from the pain to the crotch and just drops. You can hear some whimpering as he drops. And splash, splash. They both hit the waters and just silence.
Oh, that was intense. Oh, I'm sweating. Low-level character doing some bullshit.
Yeah.
And now, because it's all clear...
Can we hear the splashes in the boat?
You are quite far away from the entrance, and there's some rain and sea around you, so no. The rain is making quite a lot of noise against the smooth wall.
Okay.
I wish I had Syrinscape here right now, but I couldn't figure out a way to stab my virtual mixer to get it working. Maybe next week.
Now, do I have time to move those bags to the boat? How many at a time can I carry?
You can carry, let's say, for the sake of it, they weigh about 2. You can carry 4. They are still attached to the ropes, right? So you can just carry 2 ropes that have 2 bags at each of their ends.
Okay. I'll start doing that. I take my bag, and if there is any bag that's kind of similar to my bag,
Yeah.
I assume it might be Tiab's.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. But
Or did we
do you take them all? It takes you 5 rounds.
Well, at least if I'm lucky and we find our stuff before I carry all the bags.
Okay, fast forwarding then. You start carrying out the bags. You're not able to see the guards you just yanked to their deaths, probably. The fall distance was quite high, and the mellowing sea beneath you is quite harsh. As you start carrying out those bags, you reach the party and Nez almost at the same spot they left you at, and you can see Tal coming from the mountainside or the cliffside, just looks weird, holding 2 long ropes, and which of both of them at the ends have 2 bags attached to them, and he just walking on the wall. Looks so stupid. Physics, man.
They don't work.
Yeah, they don't work. And you are a bit higher. You drop the bags there, and what else?
Is any of these yours? I can get.
For the sake of it, every round you go back, you get all the bags back.
Okay.
And you can see that there are no new guards coming in. So it's all pitch black, dark, and all silent. You see a few of the prisoners too. They are hanging with 1 or 2 arms, looking down, clearly contemplating on something, probably jumping. And you can see a few prisoners also like using the bars as a monkey bars and moving around and
okay.
lifting themselves up. You can see a few prisoners trying to fit through the bars, but being so big boned they are unable to. But they haven't seen you.
I want to quickly check the table where the guards were chatting. If there is something on the table.
Yeah, you lift yourselves up. You throw perception.
Okay. 9 plus 5.
Okay, that's enough for you to see that no one's really seeing you. You can see people going pretty much blindly around the bars, following the bars, jumping the bars, but trying to find their handhold and foothold here and there, and they're just trying out the water with the sticks, pretty much. If there's a bar or a sudden drop there, so.
Were there staff with the backpacks?
Staffs?
Staff. mainly Tiap's staff?
Some long items. You were kind of in a hurry.
Okay. Is there anything on the table?
There's a book.
A book.
A book. The book says, what languages are you able to read?
I am proficient with Elvish, Dwarven, Common, and Sylvan.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the book is written in Common, and it's a list. Do you go through it?
I skim through it.
Skim through it. 3 sections. Name, looks like, and deed.
Is it a list of prisoners? Is there
Might
are
be.
names on the book?
Do you
What we
spend time?
gave? I go to the back section of the book and try to find something. If there is a date, I go back to the date we were taken here.
Do you know the exact date? Did you ever ask?
Well,
you go back to the book.
I know
It
the
takes
year.
it takes you some time, and a few pages back, quite a lot of people come in, go out in this particular prison. You find your names you gave.
Okay, then I take the book with me and check the shelves one more time. Quickly. I just ran to the shelves and
Yep, nothing.
nothing. Then I bolt back and out and down.
Yeah, everything this you did under 5 minutes of time. Being so swift, nimble, and quick, executing this mission. Well done, you. You escape.
Oh damn. You better find something useful in those bags. And I throw the book to Kamos and maybe you could use this.
Okay.
Just take our names out of it.
Yeah, sure thing. Everyone, you find your bags.
Whoop! Now I need to remember what I had in those bags.
Did you remove everything?
Well, I have all my stuff in the FG server, but yeah, I see what I have there.
Yep, see. Probably some just basic items.
And yes, basic items.
But what are you going to do next? Ness is looking at you with awe. Just wow.
You better believe it, Sonny.
Didn't really think that you'd succeed that well, but could I have my rope back? Tiap, did you have a plan?
Well, I have a way to get to the roof, so we can gain access to the ceiling window.
I think if we are able to, or you are able to get to the roof,
All of us will be able to get to the roof with my plan.
then I would presume that I would get my rope back. Useful, wasn't it?
Very useful. I hope.
Of course, depending on
I hope it
how
will
high
be as useful in your hands when we are going to get your sister.
Quite useful.
In that case, I begrudgingly hand over.
Yeah. Takes it, just swings it over, and there it is.
Of course, my plan. I don't actually know how high the roof of the house is.
You remember it was 2 stories.
So it's under 50 feet.
Yeah,
Ish.
easily.
Yeah, but like 50 feet of rope is enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, easily.
So, yeah, my plan. So my plan works. Okay. But what do we do after we get to the roof? We can access to the ceiling window. She likes to read under it.
Yeah. Could we continue the discussion on more stable foothold? The boat is still hitting the wall.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's go.
Yep. Takes you some time. Do you land on Catfield or west to Fethiye or east to Fethiye or?
While we are rowing, Morgan asks that, do you have a safe house or something like that in Fedje that we could maybe plan our advance against the mansion or hide after it?
I mean, I have a apartment, but if we are seen, it's almost bad as we are seen at my sister's. So
that's probably out of the question then.
I would argue, yes.
Which is the best direction to advance on the building? Was the building, where was it in the city? Like on an edge or in the middle?
In the center. It was quite near the library. I think I can open the map. Okay, so let me draw. Okay, something sluggy. The X is the library. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, and I'm just giving her house a highlight. The biggest one in the middle. So, there, quite in center.
Does the town have any kind of sewer system or catacombs underneath it?
I wouldn't know.
I think we should just. It's not midnight yet, right? Or is it?
Let's say it's midnight.
Okay, so we still have time. We could make our way to the port or close and then slip into the city
Yeah.
and do this by tonight, now that we have our stuff.
Do you feel rested? I do, but
Well, now they don't know that something happened at the prison.
so the plan is we parch in and kill my sister and that's it.
No, we are going to get some info first. Then we slip in. But it must happen tonight, if possible.
Info Where?
We go near the building and check out the surroundings. We might able to use other buildings as a cover, or use them to get to the mansion's roof. I doubt. Is the night cloudy?
Yes, and rainy. It's always raining in Fethiye, and in this part anyways.
Does your sister have a habit of reading under the rain and darkness?
Well, the building's always dark anyways, and it's always raining, so... Duh.
So she might be at the upper level library. But
Could
those
be.
are just my suggestions.
Could be.
So, Deborah, what's your plan exactly? How can we get to the roof?
Can use either the rope I have conjured, or if it would be extra stealthy, we can use one of your ropes. And while you were rowing, I thought up a spell which enables me to basically get the rope to stand up. I can make us up to 60 feet of rope stand straight up into the air, and we can use that to climb. I call it a rope trick.
Ness just... Wow, this man.
Oh.
He's amused.
So are we just crashing through the window, or how long we're trying to be stealthy here?
The most optimum situation would be that we could kill her stealthily. Not
Yep.
alarm the guards.
Definitely, because if we alarm any, it's just more for us to slay. There's nothing in between, I'll tell you right now. There's nothing in between. They are not going to surrender unless she's dead.
I presume the ceiling window is made of glass.
Yeah.
So going through
Maybe we can crash more through it.
Yeah, that's very stealthy.
Yeah,
I
I'd
can
like to
crash
see that.
through it.
If she's there, he could land on top of her and start hitting her. Or,
But if the
stab her.
guards, but if the guards hear glass breaking, they are sure to be there. I'm
Well,
thinking
if
of it.
she is there,
if
we
you
open the window.
Yeah, and
She
she.
notices us.
Yeah,
She alarms the guards anyway.
true.
So maybe element of surprise is
Is it a solid window or one of those which you can open?
I'm not sure. Never opened it.
Hmm.
It's been quite a long time I was there, anyways. As I said, few years. At least.
Well, I could try sleeping her, casting a sleep on her.
Yeah, I was just thinking something else, but yeah.
Could probably try to put her to sleep. If she falls asleep, we can try to get rid of the window silently, go down, kill her, get out. No one will be the wiser.
I like that plan.
But the sleep spell is not sure to work, and if she notices that she's being that I'm trying to sleep her, she will probably alert the guards. So it's a kind of a risky plan.
Then I can put her to sleep indefinitely with my axe.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Plan B.
So, sleep, fails, axe.
Never fails.
Sword.
Hopefully doesn't fail.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like our odds. I might be finally able to do this. So many years.
What did she do to you?
Well, she was my sister. Put me to the mines. Put me to dig a hole. Wash the dishes. Do whatever. Just bossing me around. I hate her guts.
But she's family.
Don't really care.
Yeah, families are not that important to the right races as they are probably to your kind.
Clan before everything.
Tal.
Yes.
What's the point of getting rid of our names in the book if we have the whole book here?
In case
I was thinking we
you
should
want
like
to
just
use
throw it
that
to the water or something.
in your
Because
know,
Tiap can
free-
just burn this thing.
it might be useful later on. And without our names, you can show it around and flail it and, mark people in the book. Of course there will be some use to it. Maybe there's even something about your friend. The not so friendly friend who destroyed your instrument.
Now that you mention it, did you even look for the loot?
Sorry, I was too busy. And the waves were terrible. It swallowed two guys right in front of my eyes.
Okay. And Kamos puts the book in his backpack like, whatever.
So, are we doing this tonight?
Well, the more we wait, the harder it gets.
I agree.
Well, you're the one doing the heavy lifting today, past tonight. So if you are feeling good, I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you know the back alleys? Morgan looks at Ned.
I wouldn't told you.
I remember the way to the mansion. We walked it once.
Yeah, and Kamos has been living here for, well,
yeah, I was just about to say that I might know the way.
Yeah, you know the streets, every street around here in the city. You have been telling stories and making people laugh and feel joy at every corner of the city. You know the city as well as your pockets.
How many guards are circling there? Can you get us there stealthily?
Well, don't know about the guards, but if we take the, less traveled roads, it should be easy-ish.
Easy-ish.
Sounds good enough for me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. As you discuss, you slowly start to pull towards the harbor on the northern side. You land. There's really no one at this hour. Do you want to go stealth or just
Well, if it's
go?
raining and we have our gear, we probably have our cloaks on, so
Yeah, you do.
we can just, well, not too stealthily, but also not like informing that, hey, we are escaped prisoners. Walking normally.
Yeah, Morgan has equipped all his gear, but it's like shield in back and stuff, and hood on top of his head. So probably during nighttime and in this weather, nobody maybe can't see even his face.
Yeah, you pull on your cloaks, bury yourselves deep into them. You land. You're not going to undetected. People still walking around the city are able to see you, but don't really pay attention. You start going into the centrum. Gamos, clearly you're able to tell where to go. You slip between some narrow alleyways and go almost all the way undetectable. And as you are getting to the inner area that's on the northern side of that building, there's a 20 feet gap between the buildings, and you can see that every corner of the building she lives has a guard standing there.
And every corner, there is 2 corners?
Well, 2 guards, yes, 2 corners, yeah.
And what are those 2 other buildings that are leaning to the mansion?
Hard to tell. They are not flat roofers. They have some steep tile roofs. You could be able to walk on them if that's what you're trying to say, but it would be hard considering it's raining.
And what's the 3rd building that's at the end?
Third building at the west side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Northwest.
Pretty much the same.
No markings on the building?
Not from this point. You are. I'll draw it here. I'll try to color where you are. Oh, that's bad. You are standing here.
Okay.
What kind of a roof did the main building have where we're going?
It's not as steep as the others, but it's still somewhat curved. From this point, you can see the ceiling window. Some light emanates from a single window. It's the only window in this area that can be seen on the roof, so easily.
So it's facing us at the moment.
Yeah, but she can't, or no one can see you from there. Yeah. It's that high, so.
But there is light.
Yeah.
Coming from.
And Ness goes. Yeah, that's it.
So we assume she's there.
Well,
Reading.
there's light. Can't tell if she's reading. Really?
What kind of building is the northern one from the target building?
The big one.
Yeah. And what kind of a roof does it have?
It's also curved. Every building here has a curved roof. Tiles mostly. You were quite positive that it's some kind of a shop. Kalmos knows that it's called... Let me check it real quick. I have the note somewhere here.
And I whisper to Tiabrar, can you make the rope magic trick horizontally?
Yeah, the shop is called Were Kings.
And no, I can't. It's only up perpendicular to the ground. So upwards only.
Okay. I was thinking that we might go from the other roof there, but that might not work if you can't do it.
Nope.
How narrow is the back alley of the mansion?
It can fit 2 people.
So 10 feet, 15?
Well, 5 feet, but you would be standing on the same square.
So if we could make our way to the southeastern buildings, we could reach the alley.
Southeastern would be... yeah.
And
So?
you said there was guard on the corner and the other.
Yeah, from this point you can also see to the other side of the building. It's pretty much the same narrow alley that continues after your alley into the next one, into the center. You can see that there's also a guard standing with a torch. So you can see 3 guards. I wish I could draw better here, but...
It's okay, it's okay.
Maybe I can zoom in. So I'll mark the guards. Oh, no.
Can you use like small tokens or something?
I think I could. Clever.
Yeah, it would be way better.
Let's see, can I find something? I'm going to use human male rogues.
Human male rogues.
They're super small, but anyways.
It's okay.
This is what you can see, and you are not an animal, maybe character token. You are this 0 here.
Are you dissing us?
Yeah, you are nothing but a zero.
Maybe. Just an accident, I swear.
And the door, was it on the center? I mean southwest.
Let me do that too. X marks the spot. If I can find it, it's there.
Okay, that's the door.
Yeah.
Morgan says to the group that he will circle around the house. Yeah, circle around the block exactly. And try to like get the lay of the land from the other side.
Okay, so you are going south.
Yeah, I back up we probably came there from the north side, so I will walk around
So here.
yeah.
Okay. You get a glance.
And then I want to like cross the whole thingamajig,
Marketplace?
the other side, marketplace, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And maybe walk around like near the edge of the wall on the other side,
Yep. Doing so,
like as
you
stealthily as possible.
you go here. You immediately see that there's a guard. Also, there are 4 guards outside every corner of the building. As I said, you go here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you go here, and you can
Yep.
get a pretty clear picture of what's going on here. 4 guards surrounding, some lights inside the building. You can even slip here unnoticed by them. They do not really seem to care that you are there.
Just walking around.
Yeah. 4 guards, lights inside, almost in every window. That's pretty much it.
How about can we use a bait?
Asking Nez.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me more.
If I'm not wrong, and too wrong actually, you said that your sister sent us to the mines to cause some trouble to you.
I cannot make any other point than that. She touched you.
Yeah.
She's able to tell. You're able to
Tell.
hurt, at least cause some trouble. She's a bitch like that.
Can you specify how does her ability work? I mean, touching me and knowing that I am trouble.
She touches you. She gets into your head, all your memories, or all your feelings, all your thoughts, all your history, all your every little itsy bitsy little detail you have had in your past. She'll know. Oh, she'll know.
I look at Diab and we need to kill this bitch. That's so wrong. Well, you could, for example, I turn to Ness and well, go and start a racket about saying that nice try, sister. It didn't work.
Yeah,
I
lift
killed
that
your
middle
little.
finger and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
killed your little puppets,
yeah, and get butchered into place.
and we slip to the building.
Would she actually kill you?
Oh, I've had brothers.
Had.
I've had
Past
brothers in past tense.
Calitrans.
Just our family.
Yeah, but we need to get to the roof unnoticed. So
Well, we have the cape. We have rope.
and we need to disable at least 2 guards or go to the next building and climb or jump for the narrow alleyway. Are the buildings, by the way, at the same level as the mansion?
Yep. They're all 2-story heights.
Okay, so we could basically get get behind the library, climb, cross over here. Maybe.
Possible.
The roofs are
Crazy.
slippery, and the training and the roofs are slippery, so it's sort of dangerous.
It's a risk, yeah. We might fall in between the alleyway, and there are two people there, stabbing right at us. So
Well, do you know any way to get rid of two guards at the same time without raising an alarm?
looks at Diab and not so powerful. No.
Camus, could you tell them one of your stories? They are pretty awesome.
If
And
he's
they,
going to
look, and they look bored as hell.
if he's going to get killed from starting a ruckus, then I will most definitely be killed on sight.
You are so cute. Nobody would kill you.
You haven't been listening when I have been talking about the Dienlamir fucker. He's from here. Everybody works for him.
Partly, at least.
You might be right.
So, no.
We could use you as bait, probably.
Do we have any idea how strong the guards are?
Looks your typical guard. Throw perception.
Okay.
Or investigation
ask-
if you are going to see directly what the guard looks like at this corner you are at.
Okay. Investigation.
Can I help with that, because I have seen some like soldiers and stuff in my time.
Do so. So numbers.
So are you giving me a help action?
You can you can either throw with advantage, or Morgan, you can throw your own dice, whichever suits you the most.
I already did. So I guess we'll do that.
Do so.
So it was perception or investigation?
Investigation if you're going to look at this one card here.
17 for me.
Tao?
18 for perception.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation, then 14.
Okay. Both of you are able to tell that this particular guard doesn't look your average guard. So the armor is a bit heavier. They have their cloaks, but you are able to see that they're wearing full plate.
Nasty bunch.
Which is quite heavy duty. Usually they have, is it half plate or whatever the higher top covered.
Was any of the guards a dwarf
No.
before?
Around here or where?
The whole house, which I
no.
circled through.
No.
Okay.
Even though I would have loved to see where that would have be going at. But
Just swinging my axe and give me that blade. I need it.
oh yeah, for the size. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we ever check what the other backpacks had in them?
I think we did.
Yeah. You
Of
did.
course we did.
Pretty much nothing adventurous, so to say. Some ropes. You can mark. Please divide between all of you 10 gold. They weren't looted. One deck of playing cards. few vials, empty vials. Hopefully something's writing these up. We can check the record, of course, later, but... And... That's it. Mostly gold. Some rubbish.
So
10 gold divided, some rope, some empty vials.
Yep.
Okay.
So, should we decide?
I'm still going up to the roofs and over. I don't see any other way unless we want to fight these guys.
I think we don't.
Yeah, and what happens when our friend Ness goes and throws some?
I can throw a tantrum, right? But...
Well, don't you have the dancing light thingies? Can you lure those guys away for a while?
Lure?
I don't think they are that stupid.
I don't know, they are bored as fuck. Or maybe you can go and throw a bag of gold somewhere near.
Do I look
doubt your
like
sister.
carrying?
Actually, do you carry anything? I have extra.
Yeah,
Bow and-
Nez has simple gear, the rope. He had him a sturdy looking bow. Short bow. All black. And pretty much nothing else. Of course the typical clothes, but...
I offer him one of the short swords.
Short sword. Taken.
How big is the gap between the buildings on the east side?
That was 5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah,
So it's
jumpable.
not that, yeah, it's not that big of a jump.
Yeah, any one of you could make the jump. Unless
what are the
you
ru-
fail.
Are the roofs made of metal?
Roofs
Or
are
tiles.
tiles.
Brick tiles.
Tiles,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't make too much noise if they're jumped on, unless we break a tile and it falls off.
Yeah.
But in like this torrential rain and probably wind, tiles could come up by themselves, so the guards may ignore it.
Ness
Yeah, I think-
starts to go around. Looks at you, Diab. What were you saying?
Just wondering about the about task roof strategy that we would probably jumping across from the east side buildings is probably the best bet.
And he can actually climb without any danger.
I can.
Give us a rope and we get up to the roof.
Let's fix that. You can. I'm still not attuned for the day. You are.
Okay, let's do that then.
Takes the rope, gives it to you. Do you start climbing? You go around here.
Yep.
Yeah, and start climbing. Please throw. You don't have to throw anything, but you go up, take the rope, and help. You're probably doing this stealthily, right?
Yeah, if there's a chimney or something,
Yeah.
I attach the rope.
Okay, then it's okay.
It should be simple climbing after that.
Yes, with...
Isn't climbing speed like half of your movement?
It's
or
half
something?
of your movement. It takes 2 full rounds, about 10 or 12 seconds to get up. Everyone please throw athletics.
Except me.
18.
Natural 1. Probably.
9.
4.
That's not too bad.
Okay, yep, no problem. Camus, struggling real bad. The ropes quite slippery. Morkran, you get ahead of Camus, but Camus, you just burn your hands and on your back, on the ground.
Come on.
Takes you some... Oh. Okay. Do you try again?
Yes.
Yep. Yep, take 1d4 fall damage. It's not directly 1d6 because the hate wasn't that big.
3.
Okay, 3 damage.
Oh, come on. Throw that dice away.
And after that, new 20 for the climb. 6.
Okay. Once again, you climb
Can't
up.
you inspire yourself?
You climb up. Just... You fall down.
Can I throw another rope down and
Nope.
please put this on your waist and we help you?
Tie yourself with the rope. We'll pull you up.
Fine, Chee.
Yeah, you tie yourself up and people start pulling you up and... Yeah.
I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they pull you, you can see you get a grasp, a good foothold, and everyone, while you are up here, it's quite slippery. Please throw acrobatics.
Oh,
Oh shit, I'm not that good with that.
It's a group check. It's a group check.
So how we do that?
Everyone throw. Tell me the numbers.
Okay.
15.
18.
23, baby.
10.
Okay.
How clumsy can you be?
Yeah. Camus, as you are lifted up, you try to set your foot on the tiles, but it slips, but you are able to manage your foothold after a few slips. And Nez also climbs up with the rope. You get to the roofs, you navigate between the buildings. There's some dirt here, some broken bottles, empty bottles loitering around. People have definitely been drinking here, something. You are at the alleyway gap, and you do make the jump, everyone?
Is it possible to put a rope? Actually, we don't need that, because if I have the cloak, I jump. It doesn't take me any effort
Yep.
to do 5 feet
This
jump.
is easy. You jump around, you hold rope, you do what?
Yeah, as I get over, I can just stand there as I'm climbing and receive everyone else, like helping them when they jump across. I catch them, put aside, and then the next one.
Yeah, I would say so. The cloak you are attuned to gives you some firmness on your legs. So yeah, I'll allow it.
Because if I can like stand on a vertical surface or upside down.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll help everyone else while they do.
Yeah. Everyone jumps. You catch them, set them aside. Set it aside, and everyone's here.
Okay.
Rain is pouring.
We
need to make this quiet.
Stealth, please.
fall.
15.
8.
7.
Okay. Good to know.
Let's hope the rain is enough to conceal us.
Good to know. As you jump over, just right next to you, at 10 feet, there's the ceiling window. It emanates some light. From this point, you are unable to see if there's any movement, but if you go closer, sure thing.
Go check it out.
What?
Go check it out.
Morgran was clinking and jingling like hell with his chainmail on,
Yeah,
so he
you
doesn't want to move too much.
Yeah, you have the cloak. You are most sure walking on this slippery roof.
Okay. I'll do it. I make my way. I crawl close to the window and try to peek as stealthily as possible.
Yeah. You peek. Something vibrates in the air for a brief moment. You can, as you drag yourself closer and closer to the window ledge, you're gonna see that the window, the water on the window resonates.
Is it like on a drum?
It's not a drum. You peek over, there's something laying down on the floor. You can see it, you have dark vision. There's a huge, fiendish looking, kind of a dog-figured beast laying on the ground, sleeping. As the beast is breathing,
Snoring?
yeah, as the beast is breathing, you can see on inhale that the lungs and the body expands, goes bigger, and there's something lighting up in the belly and in the mouth and the throat area, as if someone was giving some air to some fire.
Stoking a fire
Yeah.
or something like that.
You mean
And that's where
blowing
we
on
are.
embers?
Yes, blowing on embers, and that's where we are going to end this night's
No!
episode, because I have to work. I got a message.
Oh
Oh,
gosh. Oh
how
gosh.
big was
Well,
the,
We are so dead.
Well, this is a
How
perfect
big-
best to end for a cliffhanger anyway.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
How big was the dog?
The dog was medium-sized,
medium-sized, human-sized dog.
so fills a 5 feet area.
Oh, crap.
Cool. Thanks for the game.
Oh shit.
Thanks
The
to all.
jailbreak was pretty nice.
We did a lot of stuff. This was cool.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yes, thank you. Thanks
Thank you.
to the DM and the other players, viewers.
Yeah, thanks for everybody. Follow us, like us, whatever us in every place possible.
Whatever.
And every place and everywhere, every way possible.
Yeah. Hit
Yeah.
Follow on Twitter. You can check the information, I think, below. Hit subscribe. You are able to subscribe with once in a month, I think, with the Amazon Prime thingy. It would support our potato cameras, microphones, etc., etc. And plus, we have something cool coming for the next few weeks. Let's see which week we are able to do it, actually. So hopefully for next week.
Somebody might have noticed that I'm kind of work in progress here.
Yeah. Doing some setup. Anyway, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.